It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. As they get ready here, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's Carson. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 66 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Stafford. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Seahawks are 12-2 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good
touchdown. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Open man is Quintez Cephas. On the move past the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Locke. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Again, it's Locke. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, throw left side, complete to Kupp. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw is Stafford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On play action, Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started out west in Las Vegas. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Dalvin Cook, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Spencer Ware, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Stafford. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Edmonds running out of the shotgun as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Play action. Now it's Locke. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. They'll roll him out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissling, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by the...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Kickoff in time.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Dalvin Tomlinson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Block off of play action. Steps away.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Myers' kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Chase Edmonds. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Locke. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Stafford now to throw. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. First down now, but that clock rolling. Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Throwing again is Stafford. The quick slant caught. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing is Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Again, it's Stafford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. So the victory here for Seattle, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for L.A., they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brett.